It's cool. Like you could have conversation with people, like with the right people, and 3 hours could feel like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta find the right people. You gotta have good conversation, and I feel like that is effective communication, especially when you get your points challenged and you come with a different perspective.
Yeah,
you know?
Especially like different generations too, because even about, I know we're gonna cover the Joe Rogan shit, like talking to like Harwell too. I remember I told you he had a story, his story was going for a minute. I can't wait to talk to him. I feel like it's so cool when you can get in a conversation, especially where like bro, we talked for like an hour and 20 minutes probably about this stuff, and the cut way longer because he's stopping and and just talking, and it's like, it's very cool when you can get in a conversation. Bro, for the hour and a half I couldn't get him to agree with me, and he couldn't get me to agree with him, but we kept seeing each other's perspectives, and it was going into a tailspin. Now we're talking about generations and how the generations have changed and how we look at things, and it goes into broader topics, more in-depth topics. It jumps to this situation, jumps to that. And it's just nice to be in conversations where you can keep challenging each other's views, and then after you just keep thinking and replaying, and it's just such a nice feeling where then we get off at like maybe in the last 10 minutes and we're laughing about something else, or like laughing about a different thing. But it's just cool to have like genuine conversation where even if you guys never see eye to eye, it's like you guys see each other's perspectives. You start to get it.
And you're able to respect it.
And obviously for us, it's like, man, you talking to another black man who's all black empowerment. We're on the same side of things. That's why it was a nuanced conversation, very nuanced in what I was saying about what, and it almost sounded like I'm caping for Joe, but I wasn't. But it was very nuanced, and he was seeing a bigger picture of what black people can do and how we allow certain things and how we're the only race. And, you know, it just became a very like deeper and at times broader conversation. But it's cool. I feel like it's funny. You know, you can say agree to disagree, and it's like supposed to be like a
like a stalemate.
Yeah, but in theory, it's supposed to be like a compromising thing. Like, oh, you know what? Let's agree to disagree. But to be honest, it's kind of like just shutting off the conversation. I don't think I've ever non-passive aggressively said, let's agree to disagree. I might say that shit to, you know what? We're just going to have to agree to disagree on this one. That's not really actually like, that's like, I'm done talking about it, but that's what I love. An actual conversations like that is we can literally have this conversation forever, and we're not even going in circles. We just keep testing, and we keep bringing up different points, and you're challenging me to rethink, like you're asking good questions, and I'm like, oh, and it's like, in the end, I guess technically it was an agree to disagree, but not really. It was more like, dang, like I really took something from your viewpoint. So it's not that. If at any point I said, let's agree to disagree, that's kind of a shot. Like, oh shit, like, dang, you didn't want to talk no more? Like, what happened? And that's why it was such a cool feeling of like, not even that we disagreed with each other, but we couldn't get each other to say, you know what? You right. Fuck what I was saying. It's like we and then eventually start understanding, oh, this is kind of a generational thing too, because we're trying to decipher these little things. So why do you know, just little nuanced stuff. I don't know. It was cool. It's cool. And then it made me think of like, it's funny. Agree to disagree. It really is more saying, I don't want to fucking talk about it anymore. I'm stifling because if we had more time, we probably would have talked about it more and had a good time doing it. Like really getting somewhere from the conversation. Motherfuckers nowadays don't want to have no conversations, but man, you could have a 3-hour conversation and be exchanging views, be agreeing on a lot of stuff, but also keep feeling like you have different takes. Okay, what about this? I don't know. It's just cool. But as for my day, fuck.
It's been a long
great on the market. Great on the market. The market, fucking, I'm super fired up, bro.